Hello, welcome. St. Sir Nicholas here. Thank you for clicking on this video. I'm just going to go out and say it. This will be probably on the shorter side because, as I said in a previous video, I shall be moving soon. But, well, it is what it is. So, let's get this going. Of course, I just want to say again, thank you so much to everyone who watches the videos. And let's see here. Let's see here. So it's a lot of chaff, but I don't want to have here lost. So, ooh, that's a good idea. Well, yeah, we'll have this guy. And let's see. Let's give him. Let's give him that, and then. Yeah, I like that, and then we can give him a steed. And anything worth getting doesn't look like it that way. Let's see. Let's just get some of the RORs. And yeah, that's fine. They're not exactly RORs, but good enough in this case. Experience, ambush, hit harder, yeah. And let's see. Let's bring these guys over here soon. Let's move you over here. And let's move you over here. And let's see. Let's move this army up here just in case. And let's see. Pit, yes. And then you do that, you do that, and let's do that. Let's see, so let's see. Nope, no, thank you. Can we just say no to that one, guys? Honestly. And all right, so that's up there. And let's see here. What are their victory conditions? So all right. Better get some random some random character to go there. Yeah, I should do that and that actually. And yeah, she'll fix there. Over here. Let's look at our diplomacy. Why don't you like us? Ooh, lots of people want to do that. Alright, that's fine. Well, let's see. Let's do that, and let's see. That's fine. That's interesting that they have glands. Keepers of secrets, I guess. As you can probably tell here, I mostly just want to spend a ton of money to get them to confederate with me, because that'll make things a lot easier. Anyway, looking at our objectives. So we just need to wait for that tick in. Okay. So I'll need to go ahead and get rid of Skaven and take a few more settlements. And let's march this guy over there, and who are you? Oh, he's one of my guys. Oh, that's nice. And could I mean, I could try to get there, but I'd probably fail, so it's not really worth it. It's interesting. I don't know why movement is weird, but it's whatever, and you can tell we're winding down the campaign really at this point. And let's see. We don't need to worry about that too much. Never been a big fan of that mechanic anyway. That's not smart. You shouldn't do that, Siege guys. You shouldn't do that. And we're getting attacked, I see, by the best tile of duelist in the era. Well, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it doesn't just destroy my characters. Okay, so I'm fighting this battle out mostly just because I think it'd be cool. Really? Put her over there. Yeah, just want to see what I can do with these units. Pretty much. And yeah, that's the right one. Let's see who's going to win here. Do that, do that, do that. And let's rain some destruction on these guys, and let's put you over there. Let's do that. And do that. It's working out pretty well, I'd say. And you can go over there, go over there, and you go over there, and you go over there. These guys need to stay over here. Go over there, and yeah, that's not good that he managed to make it over there. Let's see, I want to destroy their commander, but how? How best to do that? And let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Alright, so we can't really use our wizards in spell. It's a bit annoying. At least Decala's doing well. Let's try to get rid of them. And I have no idea where my other wizard went. I assume he just fled the battle. The alternative is not something I'd want to contemplate. And let's see. Okay. Let's see. Wrath, or he doesn't get away. Let's make them move faster. And let's you go there. And use that there. Good. Okay, go for there. Let's trap. Oh, that's their legendary hero. Definitely want to trap him in place, I think. And so they're suffering losses, but will it be enough? I think so. Let's make sure that they don't do anything like rallying, because I definitely don't want that unit to rally. Okay, so okay, so you have a wizard somewhere. Let's back up here. Let's get these guys backed away. And that's good for me. That's good for me. You just need to keep the enemy at bay so that my commander can get into battle here. Because I think as long as it's Dechala versus a bunch of them, it'll be fine. And let's see. Let's have the wizard hang out over there. And yep, that's what I need. Alright. And wow, they just routed. Very good. I think that worked out to my advantage indeed. Let's heal up because my characters, are almost dead, but alright, let's see what happens next. Let's not do that. Okay. Alrighty, so by the way, please let me know in the comments what you think of these shorter videos. Like, is this more fun actually? This sort of shorter style I'm doing? Or would you prefer if I make them longer? Because I mean, like I guess I'm trying to say is there are options, and we can see how it turns out. Let's move that okay over there. And you can go there. Okay, that is what it is. It's fine. Well, yeah, as you can tell, I am trying to end this campaign pretty quickly, so we'll see how it goes. And let's see. What do you not like? Interesting. Yeah, I'm not quite certain. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. That looks fine. We'll be making plenty of money. The army can stay there. And you are my vassal, so it's fine. Do that, and turn. Okay, you don't want to do this. You really don't want to do this, Mr. Fate Weaver. Alright, we're getting a large battle, it seems. Very interesting, I have to say. Well, I think this will be a worthy end for this video. Let's see, let's make this unit, and I don't even know. I guess them worse. That's interesting. Supposedly I'll lose. We'll see. Well, I like fighting with my heroes, and lords, so we're gonna do just about that. And let's see. Let's try to provoke the enemy with a pendulum. Oh, they actually dodged it. Well, somewhat. Alrighty, so if we just like get all gathered here, alright. We need to keep on damaging the enemy to draw the enemy in, shall we say. It's just not worth it. Let's see if this force provides much cover. So we need those guys back over there. And these three over here. And let's just see what happens. Right, so that looks about right for me. And just need to wait for these units to come in, and then we be in exactly the right place to fight them. And we can do that, and then we can drop one of those there and put one of those there, and then we do that. Then we we can just do this, and the enemies probably don't like it all that much. I'll try to get the sorcerers out though, because I don't want them to die. You can go over there. Can go over there, and like there are two mounted lords, so that's a mild problem. All right. Let's hit as many units as possible with that, and let's pull you over here. And all right, so she'll flee, which means we can target this guy. Okay, I guess we have to fight normally with the rest of the army. Oh well. I wasn't quite supposed to be doing that, but I mean, still, that's a pretty good blob to target. And you're you're a life mage, interesting. And right. Okay, over here we've got that, and drop that there. And you can just hit there, freeze them. Oh dear, we are taking a lot of range damage. That is not good. You can go for the... Okay, wow, we are... I think it's implausible that armies lose, but if I'm not careful, I could take a lot of damage for sure. It might have been a moment early, but it'll do. And let's go over there. Let's just drop one of those over there and let's do that, and then you do that and do that. Alright, so over here, let's see. Yeah, I don't care if that one's destroyed. It's a summon. It's all okay. The army lost. Good. Don't know what's up with these guys. Okay. It's a bit confusing. I don't know what to say, but yeah, okay. Okay. That was weird. And here we are. Probably best to heal, all things considered. Alright, looking pretty alright. But why? Why indeed? That's excellent. Ooh, short victory. Well, with that in mind, as you can see, we have Cafe pretty well in hand, and a short victory has been achieved. Got some enemies down here, but Lestria's almost under our control indirectly. So with all that in mind, and looking at the time, I think this is a good place to end the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you watch the next one. Farewell.